Days usually go by as usual for him. His day at the cafe was uneventful enough. He got some kind words from the cafe's usuals for his first day back, but other than that, there was really not much to talk about in terms of interest. He was glad when he left the establishment, to be perfectly honest. One of his coworkers had recently been promoted, but not to the same stature that he or the other managers held, and she'd become to grow a big head while he was gone at some point. She thought she could order him around without question, but he pulled her off to the side and basically told her off for her behavior, basically telling her to knock it off or else, but not threatening her with inappropriate means. He didn't know how, but he just knew it didn't reach her. It may have passed through her ears, but it sure as hell didn't hit its mark. He sighed as he continued on his walk, his fingers circling a hard rim of a lid in his jacket pocket. The collar to his dark coat was flipped up over his bare neck, but really did nothing against the cold gale blowing sharply through. Despite this, it didn't really take away from the beauty of the evening outspread above him, and it would only be more accentuated when he reached the bridge. He heard it before he saw it, the water surging and bubbling loudly along with the cars passing by on their way to their determined destination. He ignored their headlights and hurried his pace to cross the bridge to the other side. Once he did so and stepped off the wooden walkway to the gated-off cement sidewalk, he peered around the area to find no sight of Farah at all. Not that he was bothered by it. He found out after a while she usually never stayed in one place for too long, but would come by for the food he brought her. He felt bad that he could only give her one can a day, or night to be specific, but she didn't really seem to mind it all that much. She was either used to the scarce food and just hunted what she could, or had another family to stay with and eat from. He frowned when he thought back to his sister. She was independent enough, job or no job, and could have easily went off to stay at one of her school friends' house. And yet, she decided to stay with him, despite making it clear how miserable she was with him in the end. That made no sense to him at all, but he couldn't talk to her anyway. It was just the way it was,